You said that email come from Shelburne yesterday?
Oh, I can't remember who sent it, wasn't from Shelburne, but
Was it?
What's wrong, Rick?
I walked off, left the phone at home. I
You're
use
probably better off for
That
that.
might be a good thing.
I usually use it for a clock, so to see how we're doing time-wise.
All the messages and everything. Well, the little clock up there, I think, works.
See, all those for sale signs over here on those lots, we're supposed to take those to your office.
I'll take them over there. You can have them,
Thanks.
or whoever your realtor, or I think I know your realtor.
Yeah, I think you do.
Husband and wife couple, right?
Uh-huh.
Always call it, hey, we heard this.
I called him yesterday to see if we ever got a deed. And called me back.
Yeah, you were first on the list.
What, when was it sent?
Yesterday.
No, I don't got it.
Yeah, always like this.
We're live, guys.
Okay.
Yep.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, have you fellas had a chance to look at the minutes?
Yes, sir. And I would second those.
All in favor of approving the minutes?
Aye.
Aye. Claims.
One question, evidently sheriff's office must have replaced the furnace or something. Air conditioning. Training.
The treasurer did, but,
That says sheriff equipment maintenance, $10,684.
who's the vendor on it?
Train.
Train?
That's what I thought it had to be a furnace or air conditioner.
I'm supposed to be coming in if I'm asking.
Air handler of some sort.
Yeah,
Yeah. I could ask you.
yeah, he'll be in, but I should look up the invoice for it.
That was the only question I had, sir. That's on page 2.
I get it for you, Jimmy.
Nope, hold on, I gotta get the software open for me.
Other than that, I didn't have any questions. Did you, Gary?
No, first she's got to help.
No, no. Oh, yeah, mine, I had mine answered before the meeting.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the claims.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah, I'll still pull it up. It's just being slow. The Cedar Valley Ranch had their audit. And with the inflation change was less than 1%, they're gonna owe us $135,432 back. You know, we get money back every year usually if there's a credit.
130.
$135,432.
Okay.
In the past couple of years, it was smaller amounts, so we let them use it for other repairs or
Right.
whatever. But Lorraine called me and she was wanting your opinion on it, just to discuss, otherwise she'll plan on paying it quarterly back to us. And then she thought about maybe, you know, you guys haven't had a meeting in a while. What are your thoughts on that?
I've never been out there.
That's what I didn't
It
think,
would-
you've never been out there.
Yeah, it would make some sense.
Because the board members have changed out there.
Yeah,
Jerry's not on it anymore, so.
it makes sense to have a meeting, and see if they have any maintenance
I don't need
needs.
any action item, but I just thought I'd
Sure,
talk to you on that.
thank you. Morning, Larry.
Good morning.
Can we do number 7? really quick?
I think Melinda might be coming in, but that's
Okay,
the county one, they have the resolution.
we have number 6.
Yep.
Oh, that's a timed item, sorry.
No, number 6.
Yep.
Number 5 is in.
We can do number 8,
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
so moved.
I'll look at them as 2 liquor licenses.
That's usually the same thing every year.
Yeah.
So this invoice looks like,
I would second Gary's motion on, Class B liquor license for Blairstown South Craft B, the beer tent.
Okay, you wanna do the second one after you read it at the same time?
Well, they're 2 different items.
They are? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Is that motion, Gary? First down.
Gary made the motion, I seconded,
Okay.
so we're ready to rock and roll.
All right, all in favor?
Aye. I'll make the motion for Class C for bar candy.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Need these initials, young lady?
Tracy has to. Should be a spot for him to sign on. So this invoice, it just breaks a bunch of items out. And then installation and labor, so I'm really not sure, it's not really descriptive of what it is.
On the train.
Because it lists the names of the people repairing and labor hours and all that, so it could just be a repair on something.
Wow.
Okay, Barb.
I'd like to set a land use hearing for Corinda Eastwood for Tuesday, September 20th at 9:15.
Well, I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, yeah, that's one time.
Thank you, Barb.
Thanks.
How about
The last one.
You got a lost one real quick.
The resolution. See that, because I didn't help. You talked to him first, right?
Long time ago, yeah. This is for the new fire truck.
Oh,
They have theirs already. Norway got theirs last Thursday.
Did they?
Yeah, theirs too, they got a lot of funding. This is all Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we don't have to give him the loan, it doesn't come.
What about Bell Plains fire truck?
We don't know
Don't
anything
know
about
nothing
that one.
about it.
Well,
So your fire truck with Atkins is $543,391. That we usually do
10%.
10%.
Yeah.
So we'd be looking at about 54,000. Yeah. Okay. So you need a motion to approve that?
Who's that resolution? Yep.
Okay. I'll make that motion that we approve the resolution for the lost revenue funds
second.
on the Atkins Fire Department.
All in favor by resolution?
Aye.
There's a guy.
Team and I.
Shelby, you're here for the abatement, right?
Yep.
Yeah, time to set public hearing number 13.
So yeah, what we need to do is, you're supposed to update your code of ordinance every 5 years. So, I know Dave said every 10, but I found out it was every 5, so we're already needing to do that.
Yeah. A little behind, huh?
Yes, because especially with, we want to make sure all the active ordinances, that means you're reinstating those current
Sure.
active ordinances. So I think if we set the hearing dates, I believe you can waive one of the hearings, just from looking at in the past.
Can't wait two of them.
I don't know.
No, probably not. You wait the third.
You just waive the third, you can just
Sure.
the second final or whatever,
Sure.
waive the second. So I was thinking of dates on September 13th, because if we do accept those dates today, I have to give a notice to the papers. So that would probably be the earliest we could have a date. But yeah, we need to move on that, don't we?
Not you want that for.
Let's see.
Do we have to, list in the paper every one of the
I
ordinance?
have to do a little summary, and then after you guys approve it, then we have to publish it.
Sure.
Then maybe we should just try and
So,
are.
if you want, September 13th, I can do 9:05 for the first reading,
Sure.
granted if I get my publication notice ready for
September when?
September 13th.
at 9:05.
I'll make that motion that we set that public hearing date for September 13th at 9:05 a.m.
And that would be like the first consideration,
Yes.
and then
Oh, do you set the second one this time also?
well, you have to put the dates in the notice, but I think if you guys waive them, I don't remember how we can do that.
You do the second one, set the date for the second.
Yeah, and then you waive it at that one.
Yeah.
And then you adopt it there. Okay, does that
Yeah,
sound great?
as long as you put it on the agenda.
Yeah. I think we still have to have it on the agenda. So, September 20th, we could do, canvas election. Let's do 9:30.
And the second, my motion would be that also to include the second reading, be September 20th at 9:30 a.m.
Second final.
Second. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It should take us to 9:10.
Yeah.
Looks like you're up.
Thank you. Yeah, we, at City, we have a lot, it used to be the old Cleveland's, pharmacy, that's across the street from the courthouse, and, ever since the fire, it was donated, it was cleaned up, then it was donated to the city, and now the city has possession on it, and, we got a property tax, statement for the lot that we were donated to for $1, so is asking permission to have $458 to be abated for the upcoming year.
Yep, and I got the resolution ready. It's pursuant to code 445.63. But that'll be made exempt, I should correct.
Correct.
Yeah, we'll do a correction for it going into the future part of it too. We didn't know till after the, I'm not sure, it may even be at this point. Yeah, I think it is at this point for 2022, so.
Oh, yeah. Make a motion that we approve the tax abatement for the city of Benton.
Second. By resolution,
Trevor, aye.
Seaman, aye.
Thank you.
I didn't say.
So the next abatement, I did another resolution, and it's for Shelby's
Thank
property.
you, Chris.
Thank you.
Very good. And that's another big fire station.
Hey, Pat. Yeah. Calls ahead of time.
Okay, Larry.
On the conservation, only question I had with that was, and it probably doesn't apply to that, but we actually have DNR properties, some that are taxed because they were required in the REAP funding. How this was purchased has nothing to do with anything that it should remain taxable. That's my question.
No,
I was gonna say, they don't farm it, they don't rent it out, they
it's all
don't lease
public
it.
hunting.
No, but the funding for the purchase, but it's donated, wasn't it?
It was donation and then the Iowa Watershed Alliance and then grants.
So the grants though weren't under a REAP funding or something like that?
I don't think we received any refunding for that.
Yeah, because that's an oddity for DNR. We have some of the DNR property that is taxed because of REAP funding.
We
So
got-
that's the only question I have.
43,000 from Habitat stamp, but we were denied REAP.
So I don't have any other questions, that's really, and we could have, so.
And for the Hart property. Over the 150 acres. Right.
Make the motion that we approve that.
Second. By resolution,
Trevor, aye.
Seaman, aye. Will this come off then from now on?
Yeah, it'll go forward that way.
But then I'll have to adjust the tax. That's that. When you guys do that.
Okay.
You guys also wanna do number 15, which you already did the claims?
All right, let's look at it real quick. Got 2 bills for the ARPA.
Thank you, Larry.
All 2 of them are, got
Yep, that's for the radio.
Atkins for their treated. Okay.
Shelby's.
Yep.
The parking lot stuff, right? That's the one you were looking for last week, wasn't it?
Yes, that's what I asked. We had to call them. They got lost in the shuffle and they just weren't gonna bill us
It's
and
like, no.
they would have got it in 6 months and I was like, I'd rather get that submitted.
Yeah, I knew I didn't see it, so.
So 2 different things here. One is radio project.
Yep.
And the other is, materials from McDowell's.
Yep.
For the, parking area out there, I presume.
Yes, that's the last.
And those were already within your other claims, so.
Do we need 2 separate motions?
No, you can just do it all in one.
Okay. Make the motion that we approve the ARPA funds and Ellert and Associates and McDowell's.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Kristen.
Hey, you got it. So as you may be aware, Ben is leaving us, so I have his official resignation letter here. And I'll take that back, but I just wanted to bring you a copy of it. And then with our other department head positions are just like them, we did our hiring committee. So I'll work on getting that put together. Shelby's offered to sit in on it. I have someone from his advisory board. I just need to know which one of you, probably not Rick, Tracy or Gary, who would like to sit on it. I think practically Gary, it's your turn, but If you guys want to let me know who the board representative will be, I will handle the rest. Working with Ben to get it posted. We'll get a good network out there to see what we get for applicants. So.
Yeah, we tell him to leave.
Well, I already tried that. He didn't listen to me.
Oh.
So yeah, I just need to know your guys' what you would like to do for your representatives on the board.
Buchanan County, technically it's the deputy director for conservation opened up, so I accepted that.
Closer to home, probably.
Kind of. It's in, I live in Buchanan, just in the Buchanan County, it'll probably be about a half-hour drive, but it's, yeah, eventually if I do well enough, hopefully I'll leave the director position up there, so.
There you go.
Yeah, it's kind of bittersweet, you know, not an easy decision to make, but.
Well, opportunity knocks, you need to answer the door, don't you?
Yeah.
Hate to see you go, but understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where your passion lies, is conservation.
Yeah.
So, we had that, make good.
Or we
You
just-
feel free to deny it. I don't know if it'll work.
Well, make a motion to accept his resignation.
All in favor?
Aye.
Nay.
And then there you go. That's more than you just said. At least you should feel the love there. And then, Gary, did you want to be on the hiring committee, or what did you guys want to do for that, for between you two, or do you want to let me know? Good? Okay. I will keep you posted. Obviously I gotta get it out there, get it posted, so I'll be in touch when it's time to get stuff started, so.
And you were wanting to start on that, don't you
Yeah.
think? If you needed volunteers.
Oh, okay, yeah, I think since it's not quite as widespread of a touching then for the countywide position, I think. I appreciate that though.
Yeah.
And I'll keep you in mind. Hopefully no more department heads decide to leave us, but if they do. So. And then I'll take his resignation letter back if that's okay. And then do you want to, I can send you a copy.
Yeah, copy.
Yep.
Or we can usually have them initial it, but.
The board?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead and just like sign our initial bottom, whatever.
You're just gonna put X's? It's like through the whole thing.
Yes. Yep. Cool. Thank you. I'll be back.
Best of luck to you then.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. It's been a good experience, and I'm gonna try to get everything kind of in order here, so it's more or less on autopilot to get this all kind of straightened out and everything, so. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That one was coming.
He's got a few minutes to make it. Reports? Not this week. That bunch up. Mine just come all in a hurry.
Quick one, I guess, Eastern Iowa Housing Trust Fund yesterday, distributing money again. Had to have a special meeting, I guess, they're kind of not forcing, but the bank's pushing, like, there's one person south of town here qualified for the down payment for a house. And then there was another one in Washington County. And then, some of the rehab is just starting again. September, they said plan for a long meeting because they have a lot of applications for the rehab of the houses. So that was about it on Eastern Iowa Housing Trust Fund, and that was my Zoom yesterday. Last Thursday was the radio towers. And then I kinda got dumped in the center of that because Ron was gone. And then,
Scott was doing
Scott
a
had to
tabletop
go.
exercise with me.
Yep, and then Dan Ramsberg from Atkins, he had to leave, he had another meeting, so I was the only one from Benton County on the Zoom meeting with ours, and I gotta commend that Mike Day. He's the consulting that we're just okay, you know. We're on the same wavelength, and we're really happy that we got him hired to help guide us through all this.
Yeah.
Alicia said there's if we can have one more claim to you guys, you approved, to the Virginia Hospital Step Pass-Through Grant.
Oh,
That, and it was a little behind, so if we throw that one in, you guys okay with that one?
I have no problem, we know what the deal is.
Yeah, I'm asking him,
Okay.
it's usually a quarterly payment, so
Okay.
she'll get back to me on that, but did you wanna ask her on that claim?
Yeah.
are you done with your report?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm good enough.
Sheriff? How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you.
A little puppet over there. You're the ventriloquist, I see.
That's it.
You had a maintenance expense, pretty big one.
Oh,
What happened?
it's never worked real well, the air conditioning in two places, dispatch and the jail patrol. Of course, I've got people in there. They backed it down, put nitrogen in it, came back, looked for leaks, couldn't find any. This is a Mitsubishi system, so they have to dial into computers and stuff to make it work. It's supposed to have, it had 15 pounds in it, it's supposed to have 28. About half. About half.
It was like a lot of labor and hours.
Oh, they were there for like 3 days trying to get this to work good. And it,
All repairs,
all
basically.
repairs.
Labor for the most part.
Yep,
And they got it?
works pretty decent. I'm not convinced it will ever fall. We did have a lightning hit a few years ago. And it took out a pump. And they claimed that pump had nothing to do with it, but I don't know.
On there for a reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, I believe number 28 sits in the line. All the air conditioning is in the ceiling. And I think there's 28 units throughout the building. It's, I tried to get a local contractor to come in and work on it. They said they would love to, but they are not a Mitsubishi dealer. And apparently Mitsubishi is pretty, they'll have like one or two dealers in a state. And they said, we can't even get parts.
Wow.
So we can do no good.
So how did you get it going? You didn't have any parts.
Halverson trained. That's the Mitsubishi dealer. That's the people that put it in.
And they're on Cedar Rapids.
You see, we've had repair people come from as far as Des Moines. What, just showed $11,000? It was a big one.
Yeah.
I've got, Edwards and Elwood Electric coming in. To give us a bid on a mini split in the dispatch and in the jail area, to see if that would help. But of course, the big heat wave's over.
Mm-hmm.
It's, they tell me it's working fairly decent now.
We got a budget for next year. Another, are they guaranteeing any of their
Well,
work?
they guarantee nothing. They want us to have
How many maintenance maintenance agreement, huh?
maintenance agreement, and that's a whole stack of money, and then you get a bill on top of it for any parts. They guarantee you they'll be there within so many hours if you have a maintenance agreement. You might get a break on your parts, but we haven't had one for years. It just seemed like we were spending a lot of money and not getting anything in return.
Each units are original when the jail was built.
Yeah,
Okay.
for 28 of them. You can't see any of them, they're all up in the ceilings.
How old are they?
11, 12 years. New with the building.
We still got the original compressor on our house.
So do I.
And it was built back in the 70s. And we had several people come out, and they all wanted to sell us a new compressor. We got this one guy to come out, and he fixed it about 5 years ago, and it's working great.
A little bit smaller than the jails.
Right, but it's all in the people that, what I'm trying to get at, is all in the people that are working on it.
Okay, we're past our 9:25, but we're gonna turn it back to you, Sheriff, about the two people.
Uh,
I'll give them the letter, yes, yeah.
Yep.
Yes, I did two separate resolutions.
2 full-time deputy sheriffs to, that'll complete where we were at before. That's everybody we need to hire right now in for patrol. Is Victor Warbach. He's coming to us from LaPorte City Police Department. He's certified, ready to go. And Dimitri Nikolov. So,
I won't say nothing.
Thomas calling on the last name. He's coming to us from Dyersville, and he is certified and ready to go.
As is Victor.
Yep.
Good.
And then our last fellow we hired, Eric Recker, heads to the academy very shortly.
This fall or June?
Well, there's two separate resolutions, different starting date, different wage.
So this is a cover letter for each
Yep.
resolution. Let's take that thing.
Well, they're actually, it should be the same, because I printed
These
it
are
off.
the same.
Yeah, I printed that off. Haley gave me a copy now. She's got the resolutions there. So I'm not doing single.
How do you say Victor's last name?
Warbach.
I move that we hire Victor.
Oh, Rohrbach.
Yeah.
Is that the first resolution number?
That's 74.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All
I'll
right, you're
second
good.
that.
Thank you.
My
Resolution
resolution.
aye.
Peterson guy.
Seaman, I. See you, Shelby.
Yeah.
I'll make the motion that we hire Dimitri Nikolov.
I believe so.
Second.
Resolution aye.
Peterson guy.
Seaman, I. Got two new deputies on.
Really, you want to finish off first?
Are they around at the jail? Or, no? When do they start?
Victor's starting on the 12th. As it turns out, the Port City lost 3 guys on the same day.
Ooh, oh my.
We'll be coaching Larry back.
Wow.
One's going here, one's going to, I believe, Greenwood County, the other one's going to Marshall County.
Is there some issue up there?
Small town. They kind of do the same thing Beltline does, get somebody in and working a little bit, and off to a bigger place.
Well, I think Plain took care of most of their problems with paycheck.
Seems to be helping. And yes, I'll sign those.
Thanks for that. Thank you. She's coming.
The last page.
You're okay with those? Yep. There you go. Thank you for listening. Just a law contract. 3 of them. Atkins did a resolution, so.
This will let me get, we've got a deputy assigned to each community. And what that basically entails is they have to go in and present the quarterly report. And then if.
To the city?
To the city. And then if they've got, an abatement nuisance or something like that, they want it done, they've got a guy they can contact directly and get those things taken care of. Give us enough people to get that reassigned and everybody will have a community again. Some of them are a little more active. Luzerne doesn't do a whole lot of that. Neither not all of them, but some of them do a little more.
Sure.
I was going with Atkins as far as getting their own law enforcement.
I don't believe they've made any steps to get it done. I think we discovered it is extremely expensive.
It's on the east side of the county, and they're growing.
There's something new every time you drive in there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have one for Blairstown yet, I take it?
I don't know, scuba check, but I haven't heard anything back from them.
I got looking here.
That's what I thought the other day.
So Atkins ended up at 18 hours.
Yep.
And they were wanting somebody full-time.
They still do.
Yeah.
Last time their current contract that they were already under was for 18, so we just extended it.
Just renewed it. Mhm.
And I'll touch base with the mayor and
How's that going? Is the mayor been there for a little bit?
yeah. Bruce Visser.
He's been attending all the meetings,
Yeah.
Sure.
and doing a good job.
Yep, he comes to, emergency management also.
How many meetings do they have a month?
2. I believe. They had been paying to have somebody attend the meetings. They had some concerns there for a while, but I think those are passed.
You don't have anybody sitting on the meetings more than? Good.
Only upon request,
And that was extra too, right?
yes.
You were getting paid, that wasn't part of the 18 hours.
But it's no longer.
Right.
And then Shelburne likes to have that, they're going to take them out of their hours. But most of what they want to talk about is, other than somebody moving into the Rock Ridge facility, they're not 100% behind, I don't believe. I think, what I understand, there's too much they can do about it.
It is.
There's a company that wants to buy it, put a, rehab center in there.
We're finding resistance in it. I was
They're
told,
getting some resistance, but don't think legally they can stop it. It's gotta be like, they had anybody back.
I'll go back to the
You
contract.
need one motion or three?
Either one, but I'll list out the amount in the motion,
Okay.
like what they pay yearly
Sure.
and hours.
Motion that we approve the law enforcement contracts for Benton shelter napkins.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And that other amount on that claim for Virginia Day is $2,397.83. So we're gonna add that in there,
397.
because our next claim run is in 3 weeks, so
Oh, is it 2,000?
$397.83. She's gonna enter that in there.
Need formal action.
Maybe, yeah, just make another motion and I'll add it to the claim one, yeah, that you approve that one.
Okay, for Virginia Gate. Okay. I'll make the motion that we approve the claim for Virginia Gate, $2,397.83.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I have to sit on it that long.
Jennifer,
Yes, sir.
you're up.
Okay. What am I up?
I have down
Explain the bill.
WMA change order.
Okay, yep. So, I spoke with Lou with WHKS, and he worked out an amount that Laser Precision did actually accept and sign the change order. And so that would, there was an amount just over $5,000 for hard costs that you guys approved previously. That amount is actually rolled into this 28,000 plus. I don't have it, yeah,
It was
thank you.
approved on.
Right, and so, wait a minute. I thought he said it was rolled into the 2830,
It is.
not in addition to.
No, it is.
Okay, perfect.
The amount we paid Laser. Oh, I sent you the
Go to
second
that
one.
one.
Yeah, that's what she's looking at.
Okay, that's one.
She's looking at the 5,329 plus that.
Yeah, previously charged.
Yeah. So I think it's an addition, because we already paid it. No, we voted that one.
So should that claim actually read like 23 instead of 28?
Yeah, that's what I thought it would be.
No, 28.
Did we void that one? I thought we did.
In your spreadsheet, yes, you noted it as void.
Yes.
My conversation with Lou was that this 28 included. Because that table
yes,
that he said marked up, he's like, cross this out, it's in here. So it should be $28,030 total
That makes sense.
for
So maybe he
this.
just needs to tweak that.
So the,
But Louis signed this.
so the
I
claim
will
that we
call Lou.
approved,
Because this isn't how this is supposed to go.
The way I understood it, it's 28,000.
Yeah, because that's.
Total,
No.
in addition.
in addition.
Yeah.
That does not jive with what
Because we canceled that other check for the
Haley and I.
5,349.
How do you cancel it?
No, we voided it. No, he gave it back to us.
Yeah, that's what Lou told me, is he gave the check back.
Because here's that, the 28.
So he gave it back, so this would be included.
Do you have a copy of this?
I don't think so.
Okay, here.
I emailed it to you.
All right, hang on. Hold on, it's reagrees. Okay, Lou says I have updated with the highlights. But yeah, no, you're right, the change order he sent has the same numbers you just showed me. But the table, includes only the 28,030. So, let me step out
Should be
and
this
call
hard.
I still
him.
need to tweak this one too.
Let me step out and call him. Can we just sort of
Yep,
let
yep,
this
and then
ride?
you-
Because I don't want you to approve something that's not right.
But you signed that though.
I know.
But Louis is the one that brought me that check back for this amount.
Correct. You
Because he
signed
kind of
that
thought he
one,
was getting,
that's what I'm getting at, you signed that one there. for
Thinking it's
33,000.
I'll have Alicia try to hold off and change that amount.
You can give him a call,
Yeah, I'm gonna.
start with Myron.
Never endorse.
So instead of 28, it should have been 33 on the claim.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is, but
That's what
I'm
it is.
contending that it
They're
should be
saying
28,000.
28.
Well, that's what the claim report had, 28.
It does, but it
No,
also includes
no.
the 5,000 too. It should, I don't think it should.
I don't think it did.
I thought it did.
Okay, I have to first figure out how to read a phone number for the board. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna sit up here.
For someone finding, because I'm looking for it.
Oh, 6.
Okay, that's what it is on the claim, 28.
28,
Sure.
That's what I'm saying.
What page is
Because,
that off?
Page 5.
because the separate invoice that WHKS gave me then was for 28.
Oh, yeah.
So,
That's what the claims was, like I said.
yeah, but we voided the 5,349 a couple weeks ago, so.
So are you gonna have to write another 5,000?
Well, that's what I'm seeing, if it's not too late, let's maybe change it out, but I need to know. Otherwise, you guys get
This
approval.
is such a big deal.
Yeah. County measure. And our auditors are here today, and then that's what, that's when I'm gonna hopefully get it all done.
The paper that he signed, Louis Williams signed, is 33.
You wanna jump to do mine right now?
Yes, yeah. Okay, Myron.
Last week, we were discussing the sudden, somewhat sudden, maybe just unannounced closure of P66 and Highway 30 intersection that was routing traffic in rock roads south of 218, also on 74th Street. And I was out in contact with the DOT. I haven't heard back from them completely, but yesterday I had Henry K. Dust Control put tree sap down on front of residences on 24th Avenue as well as 74th Street, 21st and 24th. Last week's discussion was requesting a 35-mile-an-hour speed limit on 74th Street. That traffic has subsided a little bit from what it was a weekend ago, but it's still increased from what it normally is. So I have a resolution here for 35 miles an hour on 74th Street between 21st and 24th. From 218 south, that first mile, to 74th, there's no residents that live on that mile. So I don't know that there's necessarily a need to do anything on that mile. Whether or not you feel there's a need to do anything with the other 3 miles of 74th or not. 24th, that's the there is an increase in traffic, obviously, on that 4-mile stretch between 218 and the pavement east of Boyertown. There's a lot of traffic using the MAR detour that takes W12 and E66 into Boyertown. I noticed that on my travel to and from home myself here, that is much increased. But if you According to the maintenance superintendent, monitoring things the last week or so, traffic seems to be traveling, at least most of it, 40 miles an hour-ish on 24th Avenue between Highway 30 and 77. Whether just with them doing that is a comfort level to you, or whether you'd like to set a temporary speed limit. I have in my hand two resolutions, actually, one for 40 miles an hour for 24th Avenue from Highway 30 down to 77, and 35 miles an hour for 74th between 21st and 24th. That latter was what was requested last week.
On the 24th, you're just going 1 mile in? Or you're gonna go all the way down Watkins Road?
I don't necessarily feel a huge need for that first mile from 30 to 74th because there's nobody that resides there. Whether the remaining 3 miles warrants additional signage for a temporary speed limit, or whether with traffic traveling at the speed they're currently doing, they're using it is of sufficient nature to just take action on 74th with temporary speed limit of 35 miles an hour for that 3 mile stretch.
Biggest problem that I see is school starting. And I think there's gonna be more traffic on them roads.
I know that Ron had mentioned talking to the school, and Tyler that takes care of the school district over there. I know that he and I were talking the other day about the speed limit right around high school in Big Horn, and all of that signage up to what had been discussed a year ago, I think, and making sure it was all on the signpost. And I think they were, if you went and picked up a radar display speed limit that was going to get mounted out there by the high school also. So I know, law enforcement has a connection with the school, and they were going to try to talk to the students or get a message out to parents and the students that try to use the pavement as much as you can. Instead of being on the rock. It's safe for both parties.
Sure. So how would the students use pavement? They have to go clear over to Watkins pavement?
Yes. It's more detour, but it would be a pavement instead of creating dust.
So the students that are north of Blairstown would have to go south of Blairstown and over to the Watkins Blacktop, then back north. 30. I just soon see him do that this winter as running the gravels. I don't know how long this detour is going to be out.
Right now, the contractor's hoping that south intersection piece will be paved and open by December, which will mean that the north intersection will get closed for the winter, possibly. So access to Van Horn directly from 21st is gonna be severed, and you'll have to go.
Our biggest concern there is our ambulance has to take a detour to get up to Van Horn for the school.
The Mark detour is the shortest distance between Bardstown and the high school, but it would be the most safe, just short travel route for students and school buses to go. It would be
I don't know how many students there are north of Blairstown, west of the highway that goes to Blairstown. By the time,
depending on how far west Bardstown you're at, because at that point you might be smarter to go west over to Luzerne and go north on that, and then come into Van Horn off of 30 from the west.
and that'll work till they close the north side of the intersection.
Correct.
And then they'll have to take gravel or detour all the way to Keystone,
Correct.
which is only a mile.
Correct.
I'd like to see them stay on the paved road as much as possible. That's a safer alternative than running the gravels.
for sure. Most people that are running the gravel are used to gravel, and they're not given half the road. So they get over with their driver's side tires in the middle of the road or even past the middle of the road.
So which way you wanna go, guys?
Well, let's start off with
The 35 on 74th, to
Correct.
21st to 24th.
let's nail that one right now.
Have a resolution in hand, 35 miles an hour for that 3-mile stretch.
Okay. And second.
All in favor?
Resolution.
Resolution.
Trevor, aye. Seaman, aye.
And then your second resolution.
Worded it 24th Avenue from Highway 30 south 4 miles for 77. Now, first, the north mile of Route 4 has no residents on it, but if you were going to do a speed limit on 24th, it would probably make sense to put a post up in the speed limit south of the concrete once you started on the rock off of 30. And likewise, northbound travel the other way. But the traffic appears to be traveling at about 40 miles per hour. Yesterday, they were traveling even much slower because the tree sap was still wet, and they were all slowing down, including myself, driving through that tree sap because it had completely soaked in and set up. So,
Well, then we just need a tree sap every week.
At least based on how that traffic is using that road right now, the resolution is probably not necessary, but if you feel different legal need for it, and you have one in hand, if you
I'd say we just
need
make
to take action.
I don't think that it's gonna slow traffic down, but at least if somebody gets in an accident, they'll be at fault. I guess I would move that we go ahead and do it.
Tracy.
Yeah, I'm just pitching everybody, who everybody lives there. Charlie Carmen, did we put the oil on the south side of the house?
He has just control that he purchased earlier this spring on, north of the intersection and east of the intersection around his house.
Yeah, both.
And we did yesterday, south and west of that intersection, so there's all 4 directions there.
Okay,
The next place is that small acreage, I think south of him, that's on the east side of the road.
right to the house.
And you get out into the second mile, there's a house on the,
Old house, that's the rental house on this side of the road.
yeah,
They got kids too.
And there's a house on the corner.
you go up another south, there's a house on the corner, Gary Mills, I think is who lives in that corner, he bought dust control on the 24th, I extended it south of the intersection, and then Bridgewater has dust control in front of their farm, south of there. That would be 5 residents, I think, and 3 miles.
Who got kids?
Doesn't sound like a bad idea then.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Probably just speed limit 35 or 41, I think I agree with 40. They're far enough apart from each other.
It's not gonna be confusing.
Okay. Actually, that modern Aqua's on that road too, but his house is farther back to the, quarter mile off the road. So they get dust control from his driveway anyways.
Okay, well then I'll second Gary's motion.
All right, all in favor?
Resolution. Trevor, aye.
Kirschenk, aye.
Seaman, aye.
Launch of bids, we were doing yesterday. We didn't get on the agenda.
It's gonna be
He's making stuff up, just FYI. I can hear him over there.
Open
You heard me.
Am I right?
I don't know what you can do.
No, I expect those comments from Kara.
What did you say?
She said, oh, I'm sorry, you're working.
Me too.
I heard for you.
Yours, you go share.
I think you said.
I asked the auditor, I'm like, we really don't,
Anyway, I
they
started
don't audit that stuff.
doing that in my office and then just bringing the results here and then it forces me to make sure it goes on the agenda too. But, I almost like think you probably should open up and just take the last.
Just maybe open the bids and don't take action today. That way we're still covered. Just announce them in the meeting, but it's no action.
Oh, yeah. $14,000 for out culverts. Is that for my culvert?
Oh, available coverage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think to be pretty close, yes. I think that's what we do. Yeah, that's one.
I'm happy with it. The only thing I still think is we should put concrete on the fence and we'll see. I'll watch it. Thanks, Clarence.
It just made the residents, rural residents in Colorado Township happy.
Yes, you did. Very.
Roads really needed some work, I tore it out and put a new one in.
Just because it was 116 years old, it had to be replaced.
Don't give any compliments, but I did get one on that last week from one of those residents. So, well received, I know that.
So what do you got, Jennifer?
Thank you, Myron.
I was right.
So they're ready.
You would right.
Yeah.
What's that?
20,030.
Okay, so we don't have to change anything that we okayed for Billy, but now you gotta change what he signed.
No, because, and I asked Lou, the back page, he also signed, and that the net that he is getting, he signed that, so he's clear, and Lou told me, when we talked to him, it's clear. They're weird form, that's just the way they do it, and so what it is it's keeping track of change orders that were approved. But that little table thing there, that, not really table list, that's not really meant to be summed. It's just saying, this was a change order that was also approved on this project, but the cost of it is rolled into that 28,030. I know it's confusing, he agreed it was confusing, but he confirmed, everyone's clear, you owe that, because Louis turned back that 5,000 plus check. You owe him $28,030.
All right, because that's the amount.
That is the amount.
This one is still shows draft though. Do you want Tracy's signature today?
Yeah,
Or just on this?
on that one,
Okay.
So
on that one.
this one here, show that to her. That says we're paying him the 33.
Well, it's contract changes.
Yeah.
It's contract changes, but it doesn't mean that.
Does that mean we're paying him that?
No, it
So
doesn't.
that should say 28,000 then.
Well, no, because there were contract changes. You did approve a separate change order. I
So they have
know,
to include it in here because we gave guidance on that.
right.
I'm following you, but it's confusing.
It is very confusing. He agreed it's confusing, but he said that all of that is correct. Because yes, you approved a change order in that amount. That is meant to track contract changes, change orders, not the amount you owe them. That's that back page, that's sideways, and it's table with very small
It's on the
numbers.
back of that one. So then we don't need him to sign on this page. Because I don't have a draft version. So if you do, you'll have to sign it later, but you can sign that one. So if he makes a motion to approve that first one.
As long as you understand it, right? And there's nothing here to take action on, she's just the way it is.
Nope, and I was gonna tell them, I think everything will be paid except that last printing cost, correct?
Right, because, and I'm actually working on the invoice this morning, I need to send her who to make the invoice out
Okay,
to.
because we won't pay it for 3 months,
That's
so
fine.
then once we get that paid, everything should be.
It is, but
Okay,
we have
okay.
a kid that's about,
They gotta
you
sign
know,
off.
I'm
Okay,
getting,
So I'll make a motion that we authorize you to sign off on that change.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Alright, so I'll leave the checks as is and the claims that you already approved. Perfect. And you and I can have the rest.
Anything less than 28,000?
should I, oh, here's me just money. Okay, well, I'm going here, yep.
10 o'clock. Dean.
Can
Dean, like that.
we, yeah, are we gonna go into closed session?
That's only if they want to. You guys want to.
Well, she has to determine if she wants to go in closed session, I believe.
Otherwise, can we have Ron open his bids real quick? Otherwise, I have to shut off all the
Okay.
cameras, and it's just easier.
Yeah, just go ahead.
You open.
So, Ron had published a notice to receive bids by 4 PM yesterday, but he did not get it to me to get on the agenda. We were supposed to act on them today, so that's okay, we'll just make it official that we're opening them. Just take no action. Did you put in specifics on what you were bidding on?
Yes.
Because the email also that he got from Bellplain Auto said that they were sold out of 23s, but they would offer us $1,000 off of the 24 Silverado when available. Put that out there.
What are they gonna be available?
26.
2026?
It should be available in September, shouldn't it?
You still can't get
Yeah. We'll go to 23.
the 23s should
Yeah.
start coming out.
And they just said, can't get them.
It's tough.
Let's see, one of the manufacturers offering low interest rates if you order a vehicle. Price later. That's what they wanted to do on these bus bids. Really, they wanted you to place your order. 2 months before they built it, they tell you what price it is. You can't do it on state, but you can't do that on state.
Get our V6 Durangos pulled off the roads and get those into the administration sooner than later.
It's such good luck, actually.
No.
With what?
Well, we thought they'd be pretty good, you know, V6.
The trucks?
The first two Durangos we got were V6 power. Expect their time being fixed.
They kind of specify you don't want the Friday and Monday model.
That one, that was
Like
nice.
that too. So far, the V8 models have caused no trouble. And fuel use issues.
Well,
No, this is just,
Unfortunately, there.
Bellplain, this is that one. And we're gonna act on it next week, so if you guys just wanna just state the price and you can.
Look at them after that. Let's take the prices.
Chevy, 4-door from Tyson, Bellplain, 48,535. is enticed from Plain for a Dodge Ram crew cab 4x4, 5.7 Hemi. These are the regular police specials that Dodge, like we got already in our units already, for $38,820.
And then that other one only has 1,000 off, so I don't know what the.
In the 24s.
But we don't have $1,000.
I don't have pricing on those yet.
So that'll be on next week, and you guys can act on it.
And we'll just
Thank you for doing that.
move on. Yeah.
We won't get them as quick as we will.
That's on Ron, he didn't give out
That's on
any.
Well, and I mean, unless you want to throw it on there, and we can always. The
Special
conference
meeting
call.
or something, yeah.
If
If time is.
They ain't gonna matter.
Yeah,
It ain't gonna matter.
it ain't like a chair.
No. That couldn't wait. It's installed already.
Okay. Dean.
Sure, whatever, yeah.
Alright then. We gotta move out.
Karen, do you need something? Did Karen need something before? No? Okay.
You get that, I print them off anyway, so thank you.
Yeah.
Make a motion to go into closed session. For employment purposes.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor of going in closed session? Aye.
I had to change the resolution.